Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. Back to the courtroom we go for courtroom madness. As the reason why I do this is we all know how biased the court system is against men. And it's not just family court, it's paternity court, divorce court, hell, even criminal court, biased against men, okay? And we have a group of guys that just seem to not know. So they aren't red pill. So they actually think that they're going to be treated fairly in court and that the court is going to give two damns about what they have to say. They go to Kinko's, guys. They get their copies. They get their manila folder. They go to court and think justice is going to be served and the court's going to listen to me. And they show up on the Zoom call, and you know what they find out, guys?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
The court doesn't care at all. So we're going to get into this, guys. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. It helps keep this channel going. Check out my second channel linked in the description. And this is from Looking at Legal Stuff's channel. I'll drop the link to the channel. And then I'll drop the link to this video just in case you want to listen to it without my big mouth talking all over it. Let's go.
For the record, this matter is before the court for purpose of reviewing the defendant father's parenting time. This hearing is being conducted via Zoom. Present is attorney Teresa Reiser representing the plaintiff mother, September Stevenson. Ms. Stevenson is present.
September Stevenson.
Father, Dakota Stevenson is also present. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, how are you?
Mr.
Yeah, and that's a little tip for all you guys. When you're in Zoom court, sit down. Don't be moving around. Judges hate that.
Stevenson, is there a place you can sit down? Sort of hard to
My stomach
communicate.
hurts really bad. I need, after I get off this, I'm gonna go to the hospital. So like I can't sit down. My stomach really hurts.
All right.
It's not a good way to
Just before
start.
we begin, the court notes that the judgment of divorce did require Mr. Stevenson you pay a $255 fine fee to the county clerk. And Ms. Reiser, when she added this to the judgment, she wrote Macomb County Clerk. This is Monroe County, not Macomb. So I wanted to
That's why
point
they
that out. That was there in front of Ms. Reiser. So do you need more? Can you pay that this week, Mr. Dakota Stevenson? Need
Your
more
Honor,
time?
I was gonna ask you if I could get like a month out farther. I'm trying to get everything in order. That's why
Okay.
I was asking for a review on this to be extended. I just got
Right,
my
Mr. Stevenson, hold on,
Yeah.
slow down.
Yes, sir.
Slow down. That's where your stomach's bothering you. We'll give you till the end of September.
Sorry to laugh, guys, but the judge is full of zingers. But it's sad because look at the honest distress on this dude's face. And yeah, he's coming off all wrong, but wait till you actually hear like what he's concerned about, right?
So
Okay, thank
September
you, sir.
29th, we're gonna make a note, Mr. Stevenson.
I appreciate that a lot.
September 29th is 255. It's Monroe County, not Macomb. This
Yes,
is Monroe County Court, your divorce center in Monroe County, not Macomb County, where Ms. Reiser put in the judgment.
Okay.
So 255, and we'll give you until September 29th, the last Friday in September to pay that, okay?
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, so the issue is your parenting time. The parties have met with Mr. Walker for the front of the court. Mr. Walker has provided the fine recommendation that parenting time continue as previously ordered. If the court recalls, they add you have parenting time on alternating weekends, Friday after school, to school on Monday morning.
And I
So
have
you're supposed to have the kid every other weekend.
to stay in their school, right? Because I haven't agreed to the school, and she just enrolled them in Milan school. She ain't letting me say nothing. They're not letting me speak in the mediations. Like I haven't seen my kids over some dog paperwork, sir, that I've been trying to get for her. I haven't seen my kids. I've been trying to talk to her via the app close. My app close doesn't work. She knows that. She laughs about it all in the app close. She'll laugh about me not being able to speak to my kids. I'm dying over here not being able to speak to my kids. I've been slaving myself. I got a doctor. I mean, I went to the Secretary of State to get my license. I had to get my eyes done. My eyes are not good enough. I have to go to get eye doctor appointment. I had to get insurance because I didn't have insurance. It's all been one big headache.
Now, that's the thing about some of these court channels is some misandry going on. Yes, this dude is kind of whiny, but oftentimes people don't listen to men, okay? And he's finally before a judge after all this time. And you can imagine the whole time he's trying to not snap, right? and take it out on everyone else around on him. So now he finally has time to kind of like say stuff. And yes, he might be rambling, but he's going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Some of these channels, you can tell that they are run by women. Because look at that. You're kind of rambling, dude, in this text right here.
Hey, can I just ask for a little bit of time so I can get extension so I can show you that I'm trying to get my kids? And I can't even speak in there. I need an attorney. I have ADHD. I have learning disabilities. I need an attorney to be able to speak for me. But I'm not able to do that anymore.
All right, Mr. Stevenson.
Look at my
First
kids.
of all,
Look at that. He's
when
crying.
you're talking that,
He's crying, man. And it's sad because this is what happens when men end up in the family court system. This is what it leads to, man. There is no positive outcome for this. This face right here, this crying, tortured man. This is where the family court system ends up for men 9 times out of 10. Okay? And I'm not going to even call this guy a beta or anything, because obviously he's been through a lot. But that's just the thing, man. Like, I don't know how we ended up here, but guys, you cannot end up here. You cannot end up in the same situation as this guy, period.
I can answer some of your questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you gotta slow down, relax, but take a deep
I'm
breath.
stressed. This is my kids, Your Honor. This is my children. And now I haven't seen my kids in a week over some paperwork that I can't control. September ruined my name through UKC. They're flagged me. I don't know what's going on with them, and I've been trying my hardest to get those papers. She won't let me. The app closed. I can't even see my kids. My daughter sits there and cries because my face is black. And she thinks it's funny. I don't know what to do anymore.
What this person who's writing this text doesn't understand is that the mom probably has been poking at him, making fun of him, doing all this foolishness because she knows she has all the power. She knows that the court is going to be on her side no matter what.
Okay, Mr. Stevenson, let me know when I can talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay, first of all, the judgment of divorce says that if joint legal, mom has primary custody for the purpose of school. So she can decide where the kids go to school. But obviously she should notify you where the kids. We're going to mute you, Mr. Stevenson, okay? So you don't interrupt the court. So mom decides.
I had to mute him, man. And guys, this is all about power. All about cutting men's power. You might ask yourselves, guys.
How could they cut the power, man? They're animals.
It's because the courts. There's a small group of men who are using the government and women as a proxy to redistribute wealth from men to women to other men via the government. Clown world.
Where the kids go to school. But she should notify you where the kids are going to school. You should make sure that you contact school, make sure you're listed as an emergency contact. With respect to parenting time, the judge is very clear. You have parenting time alternating weekends. Every weekend, Friday after school, 2, 3, or 3 p.m. if there's no school, taking back school on Monday morning, and you're supposed to transfer the children inside the Romulus Police Department. So, Ms. Stevenson, if you're not doing that, you need to do that. And Mr. Stevenson, you should file a complaint with the front of the court. The front of the court will take
That's
action
true.
to have Ms. Stevenson held in contempt of court. She's not meeting you on alternating weekends at the Romulus Police Department. Whose weekend is it this weekend, Ms. Reiser? Mom or dad's?
So, Dad's weekend was last weekend, and he informed Mom that he was not able to pick them up on Friday. So she said, pick them up on Saturday. And he said he couldn't pick them up on Saturday because he was house hunting. This weekend coming up is Mom's weekend.
All right.
And
So dad's, Mr. Stevenson,
Dude is a moron for not picking up his kids. He should have had his life right. But I guarantee you there's a lot more to this story on his side.
would be the
With what he's been dealing with.
following weekend, which is September.
He
September
doesn't know
8th.
he's muted.
So you
Correct.
meet the Romulus Police Department. If she does not meet you there, you file a complaint with the court. She needs to meet you there after school on Friday. You pick up the kids. So it's pretty clear. The recommendations that continue. If in fact you do not agree with this recommendation, you can petition the court. You can always modify parenting time. But if in fact Ms. Stevenson is not cooperating, denying you parenting time, then she can be held in contempt of court. And Ms. Stevenson is very quick to follow this court order.
That'll be the day, right, guys? The day that a woman is actually held in contempt for violating any type of paternity court order and actually punished for it, come on, guys. Come on.
Stop the cap.
That's never going to happen.
I have your
Ms.
honor.
Weiser, is the recommendation agree with your client this afternoon?
Yes, we agree with the recommendation this afternoon.
All right, Mr. Stevenson.
I have one more question, Your Honor, before you go.
ahead.
September's brought a fourth man. I know that you said that we weren't supposed to have third parties,
Here it comes, guys. Here it comes.
sexual partners around our kid again. My daughters are coming here with another man talking about Hondra. She has another guy around these kids, staying around my kids. And it's been a year. This is the fourth man. I just want this to be noted in case something happens to Lord forbid, something happens to my children with all these new men around my kids.
Because why would he lie about that? Here's the thing. She's a young girl, right? This person doesn't think that this 304 can't be pumping and dumping and banging and clanging and skeeting and cheating. Please. And I would be concerned too about having strange men around my kids. And that's why guys, hey, I'm not having kids. I'm not. Because the last thing that I can handle is some broad that I got entangled with and ended up having my kids and then having strange men around them, and then something bad happened, right? Because then I go to jail.
I just wanted to be noted that we had it under agreement that we wouldn't have new people, and this is yet again another man around my kids. Every time a new man comes around, that's when the communication really stops with my kids. So if we could put that on the file, I'd
Your Honor, it's not part
be
of the
really
judgment.
appreciative of that.
It's noted for the record, Mr. Stevenson, but it's not part of the judgment.
There it
Normally,
is.
once parties are divorced, they can have boyfriends and girlfriends. Now, if there's a boyfriend that you think is a felon or a sexual predator, then obviously that's when you want to raise the issue with the court.
She's hiding this one. I don't know him. My daughter just coming to talk about new guys. I just wanted to put it on file that this is the fourth man around them in case.
And even this person says, dude, the court really doesn't care. You haven't mentioned anything of specific concern. Well, there's strange men around my kids. And a father's natural inclination is to protect his kids. And they're saying, he has no concerns at all. Clown world.
Thing happens. My 1-year-old, or my 4-year-old doesn't speak, or my 3-year-old does not speak. So
it's noted for the record. It's noted
Thank
for the record, but it's not prohibited by the judgment. So the recommendation is parenting time
I
will
just
continue
wanted it on
to
the
be ordered, alternating weekends. The next week, Mr. Stevenson, is a week from Friday. So September 8th, pick up the children. If Ms. Stevenson is not there, you may have the Romulus Police Department make a note that you're there on Friday, September 8th, and my mom was not there. And you have documentation that you were there and she was not there, and that's the basis to bring her back to court. So
even if he did miss the last week by his choice, he's still getting boned in the court because this woman here, this September Stevenson, has all the power.
all right. All right. Did you have any other questions, Mr. Stevenson?
See? And everyone always assumes men voicing their concerns is a tantrum.
I don't even know what to say. I lost my kids, Your Honor, in the matter of I had these kids every day, and I lost
There's
them
no
for
question
nothing.
about that.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get divorced. You go from seeing your kids every day to every other weekend or once a month, and there's not a damn thing that men can do about it.
No question about that. But get well. If you have health issues, take care of those health issues, Mr. Stevenson.
I'm dying
And
over
if
this.
you-
I haven't had my kids in a year. I'm dying over this. I literally, I have bowel movements or pure blood. I'm so stressed out. She's got me to the point where I don't even know which way to look because I'm dying without my kids. I don't know if they're all right. I don't know what's going on with them.
Okay. What you do is if she's not appearing at the Romulus Police Department, you have Romulus document that and file that with the front of the court. And the front of the court will bring her to court for on contempt.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you, Your Honor.
There it is, guys. There it is. No sympathy from the person who made this original video. No sympathy from the court. And no sympathy from this knuckleheaded baby mama at the bottom right. As this is why you need to stay out of divorce court, family court, just court in general. Guys, you need to stay out of it. I say this all the time. Stay out out of bad situation, guys, because
For the night is dark and full of terrors.
all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and I am out of here. Have a good one, guys.